Okay, so Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I hope you guys are fantastic. For those of you who are new to me, new to my group, new to my work, new to my world, welcome to my world. Super excited to have you here. Just quick introductions. My name is Yusra Ishaq. I'm a health and fitness behavior change coach. I work with amazing women from all over the globe, helping them achieve their health and fitness goals. And that is really goals in different ways. Some people come to me for weight loss, some people come to me for weight gain, some people come to me say, you know what, I'm good, but I just need some accountability and nutrition advice and nutrition support. So, some people come to me with perimenopause concerns because that sucks. Some people come to me to manage their menopause and their health beyond menopause and stuff like that. So women come to me for various reasons, and I'm super excited and feel blessed to be in a position to be able to support them at all these different capacities, at all the different stages of their lives. Now, today's topic, I feel like it's an important one because it's a struggle for a lot of women, a lot of busy women, right? When they start their health and fitness journey, and this is a feeling overwhelmed. Look, let's face it. Life is busy for us, right? A lot of us are moms trying to juggle homes, trying to juggle businesses, trying to juggle husbands, trying to juggle in-laws, trying to juggle families, trying to juggle everything, right? And then we want to be healthy and look after ourselves. And that means we also, on top of all these other priorities, we have to juggle our health and well-being. No wonder not a lot of us can do it because it is difficult. There's a lot on our plates and it can be hard and we start to feel overwhelmed, right? And this is often the main reason that I see from my experience from coaching hundreds of women from all over the globe, different lifestyles, different cultures, different backgrounds, as to why they can't stick to their health and fitness journeys, as to why they start and stop because they feel overwhelmed. Because what tends to happen is, this is how it often plays out. They start something, I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, I want to lose weight. They start doing, or they start to change their life 360 degrees, right? They would go to the gym 5 days a week. They would go for a run every morning for an hour. They would cook separate meals for their families and themselves because they're at this motivated state, right? When you're at the motivated state, everything's possible, right? They're so motivated to do it and they're excited to do it, so they do it, right? But guess what? When the motivation starts to fizzle, those runs, they stop happening because excuses start to pop up, right? Those gym workouts, they stop happening because a child gets sick, a holiday comes, an in-law comes, right? All these excuses starts to come in because guess what? They're real excuses. Life happens. Life is not going to stop lifing, right? And then what they tend to find is, oh my God, they have fallen off the wagon, right? Now, because they're unable to then stay consistent with all these strategies, because they were not really aligned with the busy lifestyles to begin with, but they didn't complement their lifestyles really well. They didn't consider actually how much effort and work it would actually take to sustain these strategies. So they couldn't stick with them. And the result, they stopped getting results. And now how are they feeling? They feel discouraged. They feel frustrated. They feel like failures, right? Because they don't get results. They feel like they're trying so hard, but I'm trying so hard, I'm not getting results. Right? Because they're trying all the wrong things to begin with. And that's a whole different topic. So they're felt overwhelmed, too much to do, too much to juggle. They stop being consistent. Now they haven't got results. They start to feel discouraged, right? They feel like failures. And what this does is it starts to impact their self-belief, self-esteem, self-confidence, their abilities, their skills. And now what are they telling themselves? I can't do it. I'm useless. I'm weak. I don't have enough willpower. I don't have enough determination. They start to really, really talk negatively about themselves and they feel like they can't do it. They feel like they're not strong enough. They feel like they're not capable enough. They feel like they don't have all these superpowers that all these other women seem to have, and they're achieving results, right? And then one day they wake up, they're motivated again to lose weight. And then they go back to square one, repeating the same strategies that they couldn't stick with before, be it a meal plan, be it training, going to the gym 7 days a week, be it all these things. And then the flow chart continues: overwhelm, lack of consistency, frustration, not getting results, lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-negative talk, right? I see this over and over again, right? And the cycle does not stop until you understand why, until you understand, you know what? I need to do it differently this time, right? So how would it look like? How would it look like if the beginning of the journey was so simplified? Imagine that you're starting your health and fitness journey and everything is simplified. Everything is aligned to your busy life. When it's not about you changing your busy life to fit into the strategies, to fit into the programs, but it's the opposite. The program fits into your busy life. Because I promise you, it never has to be complicated. SubhanAllah, we make it so complicated. It's mind-blowing, right? And as humans, we think the more complicated it is, the better it is for getting us results. No, the more complicated it is, the higher the chances you're not going to stick with it. I promise you that, right? It can be simple. So how would it look like if it was so simplified that you could just take it and plug it into your daily life? And you're able to stay consistent with it day in, day out, right? You start to see results. Working on your mindset shifts and all of these things, obviously, you start to see results, right? These results continue to motivate you and encourage you as opposed to discourage you. You feel amazing. You feel like I've got this. And then you know what changes? Your confidence changes. Like, you know, I can do this. I'm a mom. I'm a businesswoman. I'm running this. I'm running that. And I'm still able to look after my health. I've got this. I can do this. And that confidence, the confidence then goes beyond nutrition and exercise. That confidence then starts to show up in your work. It starts to show up in your relationships. It starts to show up in how you talk to people, how you talk about yourself. Your internal environment starts to reflect externally. And one of the best things is your kids catch it. Your kids catch it. Half the time when you're healthy and fit, you don't have to teach your children anything. They catch it from you. They see what you're doing and they start to mimic what you're doing. Our kids don't do what we tell them. Our kids do what we do, right? So our kids catch that. So now, because I've done it in a way that I could stick with, in a way that I could sustain, I was able to then stay consistent with it. I was then able to get results. And because I was able to get results, it built my belief system. It made me realize that I can actually do this, right? It's improved my confidence, my self-esteem. I talk better about myself. I show up in a world differently. I show up in my relationships differently in front of my husband, sexy and all, right? My kids start to see how confident mom has become and how now she talks really well about herself. They pick that up. So the ripple effect is huge. And you know where it started? It started from believing that it doesn't have to be complicated. It just started from literally doing it in a way you can stick with, right? Understanding that motivation is going to be there at the start. That's what's going to get you started. This is why when people start, they're good to go to the gym, to run every morning, and they feel amazing and they feel great and stuff like that. But that motivation is going to fizzle. It's going to fizzle. Motivation is going to get you started, but it's not what's going to keep you going. you need to find better ways to keep you going. This is why people are good to start with diets for 2 weeks. They can stick with it for 2 weeks, even a month. They can stick with going to the gym and endless workouts for a month. They can stick with these things for a month or so, temporarily when they're still motivated, but eventually it dies down. And then soon enough, they stop. And then a few months later, they start to look for other ways, right? The magic is in the simplicity. The magic is in keeping it simple. This is why experts simplify. Beginners complicate. Look at every fit person in the world. How are they staying healthy and fit? They keep it simple. They do the basics over and over and over again. They've merged these habits into their daily lives so that it's just a part of them. That's it. That's all we do. That is literally all we do, right? So don't get attracted to all these magical solutions and diet pills and magical potions and magical detoxes and right? Simplicity. Find something that you can stick with long term. Something you can merge, something that you can take and plug it into your busy life. Because that is how you stay consistent. That is how you can run with it long term. That is how it becomes a part of your life. And that is how you're going to get results. And that is how you're going to maintain those results. How many of us have lost weight and regained it all back? Yeah, right? Losing weight is not hard. Maintaining loss, that's a whole different ball game, right? But when you know what you're doing, when it's simple enough, when you've built these underlying habits and behaviors, you maintain it. You're able to maintain it. And what that does, it builds your self-confidence, self-esteem, self-belief in all of these things. And that then impacts every other thing in your life beyond nutrition and fitness, right? If this was helpful, drop me a comment. If you really like this, it's going to go up on YouTube. Share it to someone who needs to hear. If you have a friend who loves to jump from one diet to another, tag them. Share this with them. Hopefully it will help them. All right, lovelies. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.